Welcome back to Jackson Square. Today we're looking at TEK 16.13b that says, I can distinguish between situations that yield data with or without variability. So variation is the spread of values in a set of data. Data with variability can be summarized with a range. Data without variability can be summarized with a single value. So it kind of sounds like an inequality where we have a range of answers and an equation where you have one answer that makes it correct, right? So we want to think about variability a little bit like that. If you are variable, then you have a range. If you're not variable, then you have a single answer, okay? A statistical question is a question that has many different or variable answers. So they gave us an example. The ages of children attending the flag football game area are as follows. And they have 2, 5, 4, 9, 12, 11, 10, 9, 10, 10, 11. Create two questions, one with variability, a range, and one without. So with variability, I could say, what are the ages of the children at the game? Because if I ask the ages of the children at the game, I'm going to get a range, a set of different numbers because they're all ages of kids. But if I wanted a question without variability, I could say, what is the age of the youngest child? So the youngest child is only going to give me one answer because the youngest child is the smallest youngest child. There's only going to be one, right? So that can give me one answer. So now we want to decide whether each situation could yield variable data. So I have some situations here, and you also have them in your notebook. And we're going to decide a variable and not variable. So variable, I'm going to write range. Not variable, I'm going to write 1. So if I can get one answer. So my first question says, how many games did the school basketball team win? Will I get a range of answers or will I get one? The school basketball team won 5 games. That is not variable, okay? You're only going to get one answer. How tall are most fruit trees? How tall are most fruit trees? Will I get a variable answer or will I get a 1? It says fruit trees, so that could be a lemon tree, an orange tree, an apple tree. They all have different heights, so I can get a range of answers, okay? That is variable. A car owner wants to know how much money people usually pay for a new tire. Okay, so tires depend on if it has winter treads, if it doesn't, if it's this name brand or that name brand. So if you're looking for your tires, this is going to be variable. You can get a bunch of different answers for tires. Okay. The next one says you want to know how tall your dad is. Well, I only got one dad, so I can only get one answer. You want to know how far your house is from the school. Well, that's one answer. So these things are not variable, okay? If I can only get one answer, they are not variable. How much trash does a household produce each week? So every house is different, right? So I can get a range of answers. I may get one bag. My neighbors might get 3 or 4 in a week. Your brother wants to know the typical weight for an adult. The typical weight for an adult. Would that be one answer or a range? A range. Me and Mr. Cavazos, totally different weights, but we're both adults. Just kidding. All right, it's a range of answers, not one answer. How many students were in the snack line at the cafeteria at 12:30 p.m.? That's really a very specific question. At 12:30 p.m., there were 20 kids in line. That is not variable. So I hope that these questions, I hope that these questions helped you understand variable and not variable, variability. So let's go practice.